Has anybody told you I love you today? Has anybody told you I love you today? Has anybody told you I love you today? Put me in your list. Let me be the first. I love you today. To start our journey vibrantly, I used to I used to sing the song with my students before starting the day. I give them warm hugs and assured that they belong. I don't know exactly what life throws them. I always put myself on their shoes. I could still remember the one fine morning when I was in my first grade. My teacher asked me, Rubilyn, how do you describe a giant? I was surprised, but the story of David and Goliath flashed on my mind, which my aunt often told. I stood gracefully on my feet and answered my teacher's question. Teacher Anne, a giant is someone that's unusually enormous. Last week, you taught us that the word giant describes something or someone that is big. After our classes that day, I asked myself, were there really giants on Earth? If giants really existed, what would they look like? When my aunt told us the story about the giant Goliath, she said, he got an enormous size and strength packed in a human form. Goliath the giant can roar like a thunder, make the earth shake, and snack on grown people. How about you? What comes to your mind when you hear giants? When I became a Sunday school teacher, an extension classes teacher in slum areas, I loved to tell the story about David and Goliath to the kids. There is a reason why I tell this story to children. I want them to be unafraid of the giants they will inevitably face. Yes, they will surely face it in life. But like all good children's stories, the power of this narrative doesn't become evident until you are an adult. Sooner or later, all of us face a giant. Maybe you are facing one today. Perhaps a giant depression threatens your life, a giant hole in your broken heart, a giant problem in your marriage, health, or career. Maybe there is a giant sin that you just keep committing over and over. And this giant leaves you dismayed and terrified. Upon reading God's words through the Bible, I learned from the stories of Elijah, Elisha, Job. I like him. Jacob, Deborah, of course, Isaiah, Jonah, and Daniel. Those people who fought and won epic battles, served kings, and endured great hardships for God to come out on the other side, transformed through his grace. Through them, Maxwell, yes, I like him. He explores timeless lessons we can learn about leadership, ourselves, and our relationship with God. How about you? How long your giants dominated your days and pillared your peace. Your Goliath doesn't carry a sword or shield. He brandishes blades of unemployment, abandonment, or depression. He brings bills you can't pay, addictions you can't resist, a past you can't shake, and a future you can't face. What are the giants in our lives? These are not 9 foot tall men, but they are people and institution. It could be circumstances that control attractive but evil things that may challenge and weaken and destroy us. When facing our giants, we cannot let our guard down because that enemy will stand ready to take us down. Here are some keys to defeat the giants in our life. Yes. First, don't run from the battle. Ignoring a problem will never make it go away or lessen the intensity of the battle you're facing. Sometimes you don't get to pick the place or the time, but we must always be ready for the fight. There will be times in life when the enemy takes what belongs to us. He will steal our income, our home, a family member, even our time, and worst, our health. We must be ready for the battle in season and out of season. Finally, remember, we will never win a battle we don't show up for. That's why we need to face our battle. Don't ever run from the battle. Second, don't be afraid. We have nothing to fear. With God by our side, there is no reason to fear or ever doubt the outcome of the battle. Don't worry about what other people may think. In the final analysis, no one else can fight your battles. No one else take your place in judgment day. You and you, of course, I myself, will face and be accountable for what I do. Other people may face a shortage of money, opportunities, courage, and wisdom. But there's one area where they never experience a shortage. That's in opinion of what you should or shouldn't do. To win all our battles, let's choose our weapons. Now, do you know your best weapon in life? Let's eliminate anything that weakens or restrict our movement and possibilities of success. Find something that will work for you and let's play to our strength. We must have weapons that can defend every foe. We should always start where we are with what we've got at the moment. Yes, David chose 5 stones. He didn't choose someone else's weapons, but he knew would work for him. And that's the 5 smooth stones. David activated what he knew would empower him. So in every battle we face, being empowered by the Holy Spirit, because that Holy Spirit can live in our heart, will guarantee our victory and our ability to defeat every giant of death, sickness, despair, and doubt. Surely we will defeat every giant we face because God is on our side. So everyone, Take your dreams off the grounds to clouds with flying colors, of course. There's no giants that can defeat you because God is with you right now. Do you feel you're afraid to stand alone? Feels like you're standing there so small? Don't be afraid to risk it all because we are giants. Wave your flag. Yes. Let your voice be heard. Put your heart into every word you say. All your failures, a cornerstone. Build a house with the things you've thrown away. Remember, we are giants. Toastmasters are giants. Back to you, Toastmasters of the evening.